we'll start with our most impressive coaching performance of week one. I'll start with this one, and then you'll start with the least.
Yep.
I'm going to go with Kevin O'Connell. You beat the Green Bay Packers convincingly by 16 points. Your defense held them to 7. So clearly you're doing something right. You went in at home and did your job, and I think it was a near flawless performance from O'Connell. I mean, you made Kirk Cousins look like an MVP caliber quarterback on Sunday. So that speaks volumes to how good of a debut he had with a team like the caliber of the Green Bay Packers. That was my impressive new coach for week one.
You want me to give me a most impressive or
Yeah, you can give me your most impressive.
most impressive new coach in a new team is Brian Daboll, because he was able to do stuff that you had not seen from the Giants in years past, making adjustments in the second half when you're down by 2 scores. When Jones throws that interception, he goes to him and yells at him on the sideline, questions that terrible throw, and then also going for two there at the end to take the lead, and so you know what I mean. I'm very, very impressed, and you're seeing all these signs post game, and in the days after. To me, I think he's a big winner and the most impressive new guy out to start week one.
Good pick. Yeah, I definitely considered him as well. I think him and O'Connell were neck and neck.
Yeah, I think if you would have taken Daboll, I would have taken O'Connell, but
Yeah,
I just
McDaniel was good too. I think he'd be third on my list.
Yes, I agree with you down there for sure.
Let's get to the least. I'll start with you here. Who was your least impressive new coach in week one?
Man, you hate to say Nathaniel Hackett, but I didn't like a lot of his decisions, and then at the very end there, that field goal, and I don't care who it's against or what, but a guy who's never hit a long field goal like that before. I mean, if you have Sebastian Janikowski in his prime, we could talk, but yeah, not at all impressed by him there for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Hackett had a great game at all, coaching wise. I just did not like the way he managed the game. Um, to be a little different, though, I'm going to go with Dennis Allen of the New Orleans Saints.
Mm.
Yes, they won the game, but they barely survived arguably the worst team in football. Um, I thought Kyle Pitts did too much damage. I thought Mariota looked a little bit too good out there for comfort, especially when you're a defensive-minded guy. So I'm going to roll with Dennis Allen here. I hoped Chris Olave would have gotten a little more involved in the offense, and I just wasn't a fan of the defensive play. It was more the defensive play, and I get it. They only gave up 16 points, but the Falcons were able to move the football down the field and control field position, which is why it took the Saints till the very last second, essentially, to win this football game.
Yeah.
It's a shame that it came down. So I think Dennis Allen, I'll pick him here. I do agree with you that Hackett was the worst, but to be a little different, I'll go with Allen here.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice either. I mean, Falcons are not going to be good this year. I mean, I know Noah's going to kill me for saying this, but I think that they're, if not the worst team in football going into this season. And I think that'll be another team that you look at a quarterback switch at some point. I think you will see them go to Desmond Ridder at some point this later on this season.